Today, the life scenario you're about to step into is the life of a Mafia heir. Level 1, the innocent heir. You're the heir to a powerful Mafia family. This is the first time you've been brought into the core of the family's operations. Hand this to that man. No one can know about this. You don't dare ask a single question. You know he's your father's most loyal right-hand man. And you're all too aware that the paper in your hand holds a secret that could destroy an entire family. You're in a black suit, the tie tight around your throat, making it hard to breathe. Up until this moment, you'd only ever thought the family business was legitimate trade. You'd thought your father's authority was something he was born with. It never crossed your mind that behind all the glitz and glamour, there was a dark and seen undercurrent. When you step out of the house, the driver silently opens the car door. You know he's not just a driver. He's the man your father sent to watch you and to protect you. But this protection is like an invisible net wrapped around you from the day you were born. When you meet the man, he looks you up and down. First time doing this? You nod. Remember this. In this line of work, don't ask questions you shouldn't ask. Don't see things you shouldn't see. Do exactly what you're supposed to do, and that's the only way you'll survive. His words are calm, but they carry an unshakable weight. This is the first rule of survival you ever learn. When you get home, your father doesn't ask how it went. He just nods. It's an affirmation. It's also the signal that you're being formally pulled into this dark world. From this day on, you're no longer that innocent heir who only knew how to enjoy the family's fame and fortune. Level 2, the heir in the game. You're no longer just running deliveries. Your father starts letting you sit in on small family meetings. You sit in the corner, listening to them talk about territories, about profits. Listening to them casually talk about taking care of problems, and you never ask a single question. As the Mafia heir, you have to grow up fast. You can't afford to be naive like you used to be. One day, you meet a business partner with your father's men. The man keeps pushing your boundaries, even hinting that he wants to take the entire profit for himself. He clearly doesn't take a young heir like you seriously. The men beside you don't say a word, they just watch you. They're waiting to see if you have what it takes to carry this family's name. Your voice is calm, steady, and unshakable. Our terms don't change. This partnership is supposed to benefit both of us. If all you want is to take advantage, there's no deal to be made here. The smile freezes on the man's face. He clearly didn't expect you to be this unyielding. The man beside you lifts the corner of his mouth in a faint, approving smile. It's a sign of his respect and proof that you've left your boyish naivety behind. You start digging into the family's finances, mapping out the gray areas hidden behind the legitimate trade business. You get to know the core members of the family, learning to tell loyalty from betrayal. You know, as the Mafia heir, softness is your greatest weakness. Mercy will only lead you to ruin. Once, you find out one of the men has been embezzling family funds. The amount isn't huge, but it crosses a line. You don't run straight to your father. Instead, you find the man alone. In a calm voice, you tell him, "Put the money back and walk away on your own. Otherwise, you'll face the consequences." The man falls to his knees begging for mercy, but you feel nothing. You know you have to enforce the rules with your own two hands, even if it goes against every instinct in your heart. When you get home, your father looks at you, and there's a new level of respect in his eyes. You've learned to handle your own problems. That's good. In this world, you either control others, or you get controlled. As the heir to this family, there is no third way. Level 3, the shadow of the boss. Your father makes you his right-hand man. You handle day-to-day operations, pass down his orders, keep a close eye on the core members of the family. You step into the center of power, learn more of the family's darkest secrets, and gain more power of your own. You become the most trusted person at your father's side. You start taking control of situations on your own. You mediate conflicts between territories, audit the finances, keep the men in line, root out threats. You grow calm and decisive, able to handle even the most chaotic problems with ease. You're starting to become just like your father. The boyish softness is gone from your eyes, replaced with authority and cold detachment. One time, two territory leaders get into a vicious fight over profits, and it's crippling the family's business. You don't bother your father. You grab two of your men and head straight to the scene. It's the first time you've ever handled a bitter internal conflict this serious on your own. The scene is chaos, both sides ready to draw blood at any second. You stand between them and speak in a cold, sharp voice. The family doesn't pay you to fight each other. This infighting only weakens us and gives our enemies an opening. This is the bottom line. No one crosses it. You announce a new profit split right then and there, your voice firm, with zero room for negotiation. The two leaders look furious, but they don't dare push back. They know when you speak for your father. To defy you is to defy the entire family. Loneliness creeps in. Your old friends either drift away from you or only come around with an agenda. Among your family, only your father even comes close to understanding you. You start to realize, as the Mafia heir, loneliness is your birthright. Your father sees the loneliness in you. He sits you down for a talk. The more power you have, the lonelier you'll be. You're my son. You're the one who's going to lead this family one day. This loneliness, you have to carry it. Level 4, the territory boss. Your father hands you the family's most important territory. It's an affirmation, but more than that, it's a test. This is where the biggest profits are. The most problems, and more people than you can count who want to take it from you. You're no longer the heir hiding behind your father. You're a territory boss, standing on your own defeat. You hold the livelihoods and fates of countless people in your hands. Your crew grows bigger and bigger, and their name for you changes from young boss to boss. You don't have to report every little thing anymore. You have the power to make your own calls. Everyone around you grows more and more respectful, more obedient. You slowly start to get addicted to this feeling, the feeling of being in complete control. You start taking bribes, abusing your power for personal gain. You tell yourself this is what you deserve, for carrying all this pressure, all this loneliness. But danger comes right along with it. Someone forges your signature, embezzles a huge sum of money, and frames you for it. Your father flies into a rage and gives you 3 days to find the truth. If you don't, he'll strip you of all your power. It's a test, but it's also a doubt in your ability. You can't lose. You're the Mafia heir, the future of the family. You have no way out. You don't sleep for 3 straight days. You comb through every member of your crew, audit every line of the finances, chase down every lead. You know this isn't just about proving your innocence. It's about holding on to your power, keeping your voice in the family. Finally, you find the truth. The mastermind is the man right beside you, the one who seemed so loyal. He was bought off by a rival family, wanting to take your place. You set a trap, and he walks right into it. You don't just get the money back, you root out every mole the rival family planted, and wipe out every hidden threat around you. When you deal with the traitor, your face doesn't even twitch. You're long used to the lies and betrayal. You know, in this position, even a split second of softness could be the end of you. Your relationship with your father grows complicated too. It's no longer just father and son. You've started to crave the power of the entire family. You're no longer satisfied with just running a single territory. You want to be the one in charge, just like your father. The loneliness gets worse. You can't trust anyone. You can't show any real emotion. Every day is lived on high alert, trapped in a cycle of calculation and scheming. Level 5, the head of the family where father steps down. You officially become the head of the family. There's no grand ceremony, just a simple meeting. Your father formally hands over the power to you, his eyes full of expectation, and a faint, almost unnoticeable hint of worry. He knows this position carries more pressure, more loneliness than anyone can imagine. It carries the fate of the entire family. You stand in front of all the men, suit crisp, eyes ice cold. There's no joy, only a heavy, bone-deep exhaustion. You've become an untouchable figure in the Mafia world. Everyone bows to you, fears you, reveres you. You finally became the man you once dreamed of being, but you've also become the loneliest man alive. After your father steps down, the two of you grow further and further apart. There's no more of the father-son warmth you once had. All that's left is the handover of power, the passing of the torch. The men who stood beside you for years, either they're pushed out, or they keep their distance. No one dares to get close to you anymore. No one dares to say a single honest word to you. You have no one to talk to. You're left alone in that empty office, carrying all the pressure, all the loneliness by yourself. You realize that power and wealth never brought you real happiness. They only trapped you in endless loneliness and pain. You control the fates of others, but you're also trapped by your own hunger for power. Your heart has turned cold and hard. You can never get back that soft, innocent boy you once were. Every day, you sit by the window, watching the sun rise and set, replaying every version of yourself from over the years. You remember the dreams you had as a kid. You remember the warmth you threw away. You remember the people you hurt. All that's left is endless regret, and there's no going back. You know you'll be trapped in this system for the rest of your life, trapped in the chains of power until the day you die. You're the one who runs this world, but you never got to live a single day for yourself. The life of a Mafia heir was never a feast of power. It was a tragedy carried along by a fate you never chose. From innocent and pure to cold and numb, from craving power to being imprisoned by it. It looked like you controlled everything, but in the end, you lost the most precious thing of all, yourself. One afternoon, you're sitting in your office. Your secretary knocks on the door and speaks in a low voice. "Boss, the young master is here." You nod. "Send him in."